Hey guys! Welcome to the first ever transition from Poznansky's Beer Reviews to my new channel, New York's Beer Reviews. Alright? As you can see, we are no longer in New Orleans, Louisiana, unfortunately. I love it there. I miss it so much. And anytime chance I have to go back, I'm going to get back, and I'm wearing my new shirt. Got the new hat on. Voodoo Blues. As you can see, bought that down at the French Market. Anyway, let's get on with this review of first ever New York's Beer Reviews from yours truly. This beer we're going to be doing Natural Light. Okay, introduced in 1977, Natural Light was Anheuser-Busch's first reduced-calorie light beer, instantly becoming a hit. In 1995, Natural Ice debuted, featuring a higher ABV that quickly made it America's best-selling ice beer. In 2008, Natural Ice shocked the world, taking bronze at the World Beer Cup for American-style light beer. With that honor in pocket, Natural Light went into orbit in 2011, becoming the first beer in space. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that until I just read it. Currently, Natural Light is one of America's best-selling beer brands. It's 4.2% alcohol by volume, 95 grams per 12-ounce bottle for calories, 3.2 grams of carbs. I'm doing the 25 fluid ounces here of Natural Light. Beer Advocate gives it a 1.7, which is awful. And Great Beer gives it a 0 overall and a 0 in the style. That makes no sense. I hate that. That means you can't drink it. It's basically bad for you. I mean, all beer is technically, if you count the alcohol, but it's like it's undrinkable. So stupid. Anyway, let's get this beer in the glass. I'm using a Chimay glass for this one. Well, I haven't brought out the good glasses in a while. Over into the light. It is very golden. Very golden straw appearance. I'd say a very soapy white head. Kind of like the Busch that we did the other day. The mixture, a little bit past the soapiness, but a little under pillowiness. Kind of a mixture in between. Lots of bubbles coming up from the bottom. Strong bready notes, very toasted bread notes on the nose. Sweet caramel, sweet grain malt, not caramel. So, possibly grains are corn, glucose, earthy type grains. This is brewed out of Anheuser-Busch, out of Missouri, United States. Okay, right off front, a big malt sweetness, or grain sweetness. That's very interesting. It almost has a sour sweetness. Yeah. On the front, it has almost a sour sweetness from the grains. Very toastiness. Little hop presence in the background. Not really feeling this one, guys. I'm not particularly caring for that kind of sweetness in the front. I wonder if there's a date on the bottle. But then again, these beers don't technically go bad, really. But who knows? It's not really bad. It's just not particularly good, in my opinion. It's not a 0. Honestly, for the lager, I would give it a 5. Not a 0, but I would give it a 5. I don't particularly care for this. From what I remember of Natural Ice, it was a lot better. Taste the corn up front. Let's add more. Looks very nice in the glass though. Especially with the light. You can see the golden appearance. It is quite golden. More to the straw golden though, not the, ale golden. Lots of carbonation. Just love looking at it from underneath. It's almost like a pool. Looks very nice. Straw colored, but it's nice. And, now that the bubbles start to dissipate, it almost looks like paint a little bit. It's kind of like painting lacing on the side, which is nice. Also, let me hear from you guys. How do you feel about the new change in name? We are no longer Poznański's Beer Reviews. We are now New York's Beer Reviews. I figured I got the idea from Jay. He's Louisiana Beer Reviews. I'm going to be New York's Beer Reviews. Y'all can still call me Poznański, of course. I prefer Poznański than Lee. Just call me Poznański. If this is all they have, I'll drink it, but I'm not going to order this. The Busch was a lot better than this, in my opinion. And so was the Natural Ice. All that's left is Natty Daddy, but I couldn't find it at the supermarket today when I looked for it. I don't know. I don't know where I can find that one, but we'll see. I know a lot of people that hate this beer. Pretty much, I know a lot of people that'll drink Stella Artois and love that, but always, this is the shittiest beer in the world. This is what bums drink, and first of all, that's not nice. You shouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure if you give a homeless person an IPA, they'll love it. Because a lot of IPAs get you knocked the fuck out. Excuse my language. But the Voodoo IPA that I had the other day was 7% alcohol. That's more than Natural Ice, which is 5.9. I know a lot of people who are beer snobs that would get mad at me for putting Natural Ice in a Chimay glass, since, Chimay's probably a 10 beer. Let's see. Chimay beer. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, of course. 4.3. Right beer. Gives it, of course, Right Beer gives it 100 overall and 100 in the style. So whoever does the Right Beer review, what's the word I'm looking for? Statistics, I guess. Would hate me for putting this beer in it. Very corny glucose syrup. Not a lot of hops. A little bit in the back, maybe a little bit to balance out the sweetness. Although there is a weird sweetness in the front, like I said, it's kind of a sour sweetness. But not really feeling this one, guys. I wouldn't give it a 0 like Great Beer does. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Not particularly liking it, but not particularly disliking it. If it's all I got, I'll drink it, but it's just not my beer. At least for a light beer. Busch, I liked a lot better than this, like I just said. Man, I miss New Orleans. I could literally just go out in the street and drink it like this. Hey, police. But I'm not gonna do that here, because everything's so uptight. I gotta go to work later. I got an interview with an airline company. Oh God, please! I'm looking to land these airline deals for flight attendant or anything, so I can travel. You can travel for free. You get good benefits. Get more. Also, I'd like to say, don't forget to vote tomorrow. Y'all know me. Y'all know my politics, but don't forget to vote. Anyway, I'm gonna end this review by saying thank you for checking out my Poznański's Beer Reviews channel, for those of you who stayed in while I was away for a while, and I'm going to try to do these reviews more often as much as I can. We're now transitioning to the New York's beer reviews, so please come out and experience New York City, the bright lights, the city that never sleeps. And we'll see you next time on New York's Beer Reviews.